Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Ceice's Thesis. In today's video, we're gonna be breaking down Bugha and Peterbot's gameplay from FNCS. Let's get right into it. All right, so they're conned. South of them is contested. I don't know where Peterbot's landing. He's landing on, okay, so they're taking like, they've got the most loot. So they've got the most cutoff right now. And obviously the other team is down bad on health. And they obviously have a quick metal route. I mean, Peterbot's already very good mats. This spot is crazy for mats looking at it now. They see Acorn. They know Acorn's going for the flag and Serp truck. They're being very cautious, right? They don't want to get lurked on. They don't want to get camped on. They don't want to greed for loot. They can just take it slow here. You can see them wrapping the edges here. They know that Cold and them got the flag, and I'm sure that they know there's a range on the flag, right? Like where Bugha is right now, he knows that the flag can't scan him from this direction, I'm assuming. Or he just wanting to get scanned, I guess. Peterbot sees these guys leaving. He goes for a fry on them. I guess he didn't know. I mean, he knew they were there. He just took a bad peek. And then they see them go. Literally, they just want to trade. Just trade. Fortunately, he doesn't have a red dot. But the good thing is they do have double hammer, which is fucking insane. So they're going to use that to continue to get high positions. Looks like, they're going to fight them now. I think they know they have a loot advantage. So I guess their intentions were to fight them, or like their intentions are like to push them and get them out. I mean, obviously they don't want to split the POI. Something to note as well is that like when they looted all this, they kind of left this unlooted. Like these guys grabbed this area, maybe this building here, like this one with the stack. They grabbed this, and they left this unlooted. So they, they pushed out here, did their tags, and they had all this in the center to come back, rather than like landing here, looting all this and pushing this. I mean, it could have worked both ways. Maybe they could have got the kills, but it's interesting they left like the core loot unlooted. Plus, I mean, it's less risk, right? They're not trying to take a 50-50 house fight. But now they're getting out though. They're going for an airdrop, which is good. Continue to milk tags on the north team, which they obviously know is contested. So he trades, gets a surge. Bugha's getting his augments. Honestly, the rotate from here, I think they're gonna stay in Slappy for a little bit, because they're already they already know they have a good zone and they need to go through south Slappy ideally. I don't think they're gonna cut left here, go towards like this tower. You're gonna see Bugha and Peterbot just lurk around their POI. They're gonna keep getting tags on the outside, keep getting their mats. They're not really stressing, right? They know all these teams to the north, Bastion, pink team, purple, even this blue team, yellow team, they all have to come in this direction. Also, I don't know if this is intentional, but there are diggable chests here in this valley here. So here's one. So they know, let's go this way. Here's another one. Yep. So they're just going to run over here, grab the diggables. Because if you're splitting your spot, right? This is something they probably do in opens a lot. If you're splitting your spot, you're going to need to get extra loot somehow. And this is their escape for extra loot. Plus this cabin, right? No one grabs this cabin. Their mats are good. They have max metal here. Yeah, they're going to continue to use wood as well. That's the only mat they should be using here, because it's a green biome, right? Trade bush. Also, you know what's really interesting? Like in Slappy, the south side team is almost always going to claim the flag, because one, it's good metal, right? It's on the metal bridge there. So Acorn and them are going to consistently be getting the flag every game. Like for us at Brutal, it's in the open, right? So like you would really not want to claim it. And I'm sure at Faulty as well, right? There's in the open, like there's not much to farm at the flag at Faulty. They have to play around getting scanned every game, which is really interesting, because they have to play the radius. And it seems like they know it. Interesting thing for them to go here. I guess this is the safest option, right? Like no risk going here. I mean, this isn't perfect surge spot. Like you'd want to be in the bushes next to a Yamzo in them and play like down here, but the whole time they're just running tagging. Probably gonna see Bugha go get mats for Peterbot. Peterbot needs wood, brick, metal, all the good stuff. Bugha's gonna continue to try to get jog and tag, right? He's gonna try to run around, clear bushes, find the next position, and also scout people that he can hold. Because the big thing now for Bugha is he knows his team over here, Real Bad Bloom, he knows they're there, so he can now continue to play edges. Like he could just sit on these edges the entire time, like right here, sit here. Ideally he could play over here, right in this bush, and just now he knows he can get a permanent holds, and that's key, right? Knowing teams coming on edge, that's just map knowledge and knowing where people are. So at this stage they're mostly, I mean, this stage Fortnite is all surge tags. Like they need to shoot as many people as they possibly can without getting hit, and they're doing that right now. And Bugha's, he realizes now he's good now. Teammate Peterbot gets a fry, I'm sure. Yeah, Peterbot just fried because he's just got the effect. So now they've got to worry about this pretty fucking crazy rotate to zone here. They got to go through a lot of teams, and there's a lot of bushes. So this is about to be very interesting to see what they do here. Okay, so from what I didn't watch, the rotate they did was optimal. They had no one in those bushes holding them, which I feel like is lucky, because Rise and them could have been in there, but maybe they know. Peter's only job here is to actually get tagged. Like he needs, I mean, he doesn't want to get tagged, obviously, but he needs to peek. And that's why you see him here. He's taking all the options, and he's scouting around him. He sees these guys going to bush, so he's going to obviously try to trade with them. He needs to do this. That was good by him. Something to note though, Bugha didn't start fishing until he was across the river, right? He wants to make sure he has that hold, that choke, just in case someone is behind them. Like this blue team, top left right here, visual isn't scoped. Now that he's across the river, if they spot him, they can hold this. So they're gonna do the same shit. They're gonna play like hammering. I mean, obviously they're bailing out with hammers. Like if they don't have hammers here, they're just fucked. But they're playing off of that. Like they know they're not gonna do this every game if they don't have hammers. Wow, he's 1 HP. This is looking rough, bro. This is kind of like a mix of just getting conned and like playing a late position, I think. Again, I thought it was kind of odd that they played that position they did, right? Like they played on the hill, the ice hill over here in Storm, instead of like trying to get a bush and maybe holding there. Like they could have played split bushes better. I mean, it's rough because like they're not getting the loot they want, you know? They're not getting out. Very smart from Bugha to change layers and use metal. He gets him up. Huge, bro, huge. Now they got to hammer in. The goal here, fucking hammer in and go for a pump shot. They need to get a fucking refresh here. So you see right away. He's looking for whites, but he wants to fight. He's going for the bending. Nice. Minis, yep. Nice. He sees to get cracked. He's gonna go for a pump here. Yep. Huge. Nice. Now will they get him up? Most likely not, because he has such a far journey here, but key things to note, Peterbot is just spam building in metal. Like he's going towards the players. He's not building backwards. He's making as much space as possible. So one, this case Bugha died, but he could just play. Now he's good. Like he has an entire tarp, max mats. Like he's good now. It should be like a, oh fuck, this sucks, but like now you're good. Like you can clutch this. You're good on surge and you have hammer and 10 splash. This is not worth it, but he's gonna go for the minis, I think. Oh, I guess he knew there's a med kit back here. I mean, you're obviously not gonna tarp this. I don't know why he did this. He has 10 seconds. He's not gonna get the med kit off. This is not the play at all. You're not getting this off. Like he's gonna tank extra here, and he's not gonna tarp. This is useless. Yeah, this is just stupid. Now he maybe has bush warriors, so he's trying to get in the bush, but that was just dumb. Taking the note, lands in high layer here and makes lots of space, right? Metal. He's a solo. You wouldn't want to use metal. Ideally here, you want to use brick if you're a duo. Also, maybe, we don't know, but maybe he has forecast and maybe he knows his zone goes back to that and he can bring the loot in. Maybe that's a thought. We'll see here though. The reason why I say that preemptively is because he's building a lot and he doesn't need to build this much. Nope. Okay, so I guess he was going up for a couple things. He was going up because he needed surge. He's not going to risk not having surge. And secondly, he's going up on high layers, so he has an easy hammer rotate. For this next zone, he's obviously going to go to the top, and he doesn't want to die. Obviously, he knows he has good loot. And lastly, it seems like he's like at least 3 layers up, which means if someone does hammer him down, it's going to be hard to find him first of all because he has all this space. But if someone does hammer him down, he'll have more time to react. He should hammer left here, by the way. Like, he might stop here, but most likely left, yeah. So, he hammers left because it's the dead side. I mean, you can tell the back right side is just clumped as fuck. But, now, it's all about hammer, hammer, hammer. Hammer, light mats, hammer, light mats. He should be using brick here, or wood potentially, because he's not in zone. So, we'll see. Yep, continues to stay left here, goes up on high layer. Now, on this next rotate, if he wants to go in again, he can hammer and pump height, because he's so high. He's going to pump height here. Oh, he fucked it up. Now he's hammering, continuing to stay on high layers, going for those pump shots to make sure he's good on surge, right? Still 3 have to die for surge. Now he's good now. Don't need to shoot anymore. Now, Peterbot's only plan is use your mats wisely and try to maximize what you got. And obviously it's Peterbot, so go for the kills that you can see. He looks at height here to scout it. So big thing there, he's scouting where height is, always making sure that he's below them or at an angle they can't see when he hammers. Looks back. I mean, this is basic 101 Fortnite with mobility, right? Gonna get the kill here on threats. Now, oh, he got lucky there. Wow. What the fuck? So he wants to play on mid layer here. He doesn't want to drop. Goes up again. Peterbot mechanics is kind of crazy. Wow. He sees the cooler and he goes for it. He blocks his head, careful of height. He's playing very well. It goes to him. So now if he wants, yeah, he can rat this building or he can do whatever he wants. Gets SMG. This is about to be, this could be pretty crazy. SMG pump. This is what you want. Oh, use the hammer. Can't really pick a layer here. He just needs to stop and heal. Doesn't really matter where he goes. Obviously, you don't want to be second height, but he's happy where he is. He might look to drop down in his box right now instead of, he only has 9 builds. And I don't think he'll hammer this. I mean, you could tell, but he's obviously not going to hammer that when he doesn't have the builds to hammer. Like you never want to hammer when you don't have mats. All right, key things to note from that game. It really wasn't on the fly type of game. After they picked a position that was outside the POI, which I thought was really interesting, how they didn't play the bushes inside. I mean, obviously I don't know exactly why they do things because I'm not, like, they have their own strategies, and I'm not saying it didn't work, but yeah, they opt to go for the hill, the ice hill, and it cost them like a lot of surge opportunity, like that they could have got inside the POI to trade heals. But past that, I mean, the game isn't not all about like how important your off spawn is. Like, it's about everything in between, right? Like all the little shit, the refreshes that they got. Like Bugha obviously had to go in on the kill there. Like he had no other choice. He needs the tags and he needs the refresh bad. They're not gonna be too upset about the game. Like Peterbot played moving zones pretty perfect. I think he had enough mats and loot and SMG to go front and play front, but he opted to stay in the back in the building, and I think that's kind of what fucked him. Obviously, he got pumped there, but he could have, you know, instead of going for the kill, he could have reformed. Maybe that's something I would have done. Maybe I'm not. I mean, I'm obviously not Peterbot. I don't have the mechanics that he has, right? But still, it got him hit. Maybe it wasn't the play. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Ceice's Thesis. It really was a blast to make. Bugha and Peterbot are phenomenal players, and if you guys want to see a part number 2, I can definitely do that as well. So let me know down in the comments below. But until next time, peace.